Hi, Sketch friends. Well, it's Simpsons Fortnite mashup time. Let's draw Bart Simpson spray paint, the Barto can from the new season. Big colors, big drips, and super easy to draw. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with 2 dots. This determines the width of our cylinder. And today we're going to be curving a line up. So we're saying that this is above our eye level, so we cannot see the top of it. So now that we've curved that line up, let's add a little bit of thickness. So I'm curving a line out to the right. I'm curving a line out to the left. And now I want to go ahead and match this curve. So this line that curves up, I want to match it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and curve a line out to the left here. And you can see curving this line out to the right. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 little lines here. And I'm going to curve a line up. So when a cylinder is above our eye level, these lines are going to curve up, as we're seeing today. Just kind of going back over these shapes here. Okay, so I'm going to draw 2 small vertical lines. And now we can see underneath the nozzle of the spray paint canister. I'm going to draw these 2 dots. And now I'm going to go ahead and draw a foreshortened circle. And that little stem there, I'm going to curve that line up. And now I'm going to draw these 2 lines up. We're going to finish off this nozzle here for the spray paint can. And once again, you see this line here that curves up. I'm going to go ahead and match that. Kind of match these lines that curve up. Alright, so this is the little opening in the nozzle where the paint comes out of. Made a little dot, draw a little circle around it. And add that little texture there on the nozzle. And we're going to add a little bit of more character to the can by curving these lines out a little bit. So instead of just going straight down, kind of looks like this can has been smashed a little bit, dented. So now we're saying this is below our eye level. So now I'm going to be curving lines down. I went ahead and curve this line down. You see how it kind of wraps around the side of the can? And now once again, I'm going to do another matching line that curves down. I'm going to curve a line out a little bit to the left. And then on this side, I'm curving the line out a little bit to the right. And then once again, I'm matching these lines that curve down now at the bottom of this can here. So today was a fun one because we're drawing a cylinder, and like I said, in relationship to the eye level, if you cannot see the top of the cylinder, you're curving lines up. Alright, I'm making 2 marks, so I'm going to be creating a logo, the Barto logo, on the spray paint can. And so I'm going to go ahead and start curving these lines out like a circle. And it goes off the side of the can. It's kind of roughing in that shape. Okay, so to start Bart Simpson, we're going to be drawing a rectangle. This is going to create the size of his head, and we're going to be working on his proportions as well. You can see I'm just lightly drawing these lines because we do use construction lines that we erase. Okay, so now that we have that rectangle in, I'm going to go ahead and create some guidelines to where the eyes are going to go. You can see they're a little bit below the halfway point. And Bart's head is turned in 3/4 view. So that's going to be the center line of his head. That line that curved down. To the left. And now we're going to work on the eyes. So I'm going to draw a circle. This other eye we use overlapping. We'll draw this eye just a little bit smaller on the left-hand side. Once again, using size, objects that are closer to us are bigger. They get smaller off in the distance. And Bart Simpson's nose also overlaps that left eye. We go ahead and erase off some of these construction lines now. Okay, so look at this rectangle. This is the lip here for Bart Simpson. I'm going to kind of curve a line down for his mouth. Now look at the placement of his lower lip. So we're going to make his t-shirt, so I'm going to curve a line down. And then we're going to draw his little shoulders. And right here, we're going to draw his ear, so I'm curving a line out to the right. He has a little bit of an eyebrow. Now I'm just going to use a zigzag line at the top to create his hair. And that's how you would draw Bart Simpson normally, but we will go back and turn him into the El Barto. In Fortnite. So we're going to add the mask. So you can see if you just go around the eyes, kind of thicken those lines up a little bit. And then we're going to make these two little football shapes. So it looks like a little bandana that's been tied. Okay, so I'm going in with the Sharpie marker here. I'm going in with the micron on Bart. It's a little bit finer detail. And we're gonna add a little bit more characters. So this is the spray paint now that's coming out of the can. So I'm just gonna start using some wavy lines. So it looks like paint splatter. And I'm gonna add a little bit more small, like teardrop splatters. And you can see it kind of creates movement. It's creating action in our drawing. Actually looks like this paint is spraying right out of the nozzle here. And the shading on this one today, I'm making it look like it's backlit. So I'm going to be using, on the circle, just red. And on the sides of the can, I went with pink, kind of give it a little bit of a lighting effect. So we have gray. And with the gray, Posca markers only has one gray in their color palette, so we have to go in with some white. And so while the paint is still wet, I'm mixing white in there, and you can see it's lightening up the gray. And then I'm kind of going back over it a couple more times. Every time I go over it, you can see the white is showing up a bit more, and it's starting to create those highlights. So with Bart, I have yellow and yellow ochre for the shadow, and dark red, red, and pink for his little shirt. And you can see by using value now, we're just adding more depth and dimension to our artwork. So yellow and yellow ochre. And I have ivory, which is the light yellow for little highlights in the paint splatter. Well, great work, guys. Your El Barto spray can looks amazing. And don't stop now. Click on the next video to draw Krusty Fries or Homer the Donut or other Fortnite Simpsons mashups. Well, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.